So let's go ahead and analyze the Tesla stock. Now, Tesla is a company that designs, develops, manufactures, sells, and leases electric vehicles. Now, that's not the only way that they make money, but that's the primary way that they do make money. Now, the vehicle models that they sell currently are the Model 3, Y, S, X, the Cybertruck, the Tesla Semi, and the new Tesla Roadster. The vehicle that sells the most is the Model 3. Now, how does all this translate into sales and revenue? Tesla is a growth company, so they're focusing on growth right now. And if you can look at the chart, you can see that year over year, by looking at the revenue, they've been able to increase their revenue year over year. Looking at the numbers, doing the calculations, they've been able to increase their revenue in the last couple of years by 59%. Which is pretty awesome. That's actually pretty astonishing. Now keep in mind that Tesla is focused on growing as fast as possible because they're trying to take as much market share as possible. Because think about it, Tesla is not only in competition with the traditional vehicle companies such as Ford, GM, Honda, and Toyota. They are also in competition with electric vehicle companies like NIO, Nikola, Li Auto, even Workhorse Group. Now, is this sustainable? Well, they're projected to grow by 14% next year. Now, looking at their net income, Tesla has always been in the negative, which is understandable because, like I said, Tesla is focused on growth. So they're trying to push forward as much as possible in order to expand their brand and their company. So if Tesla wanted to become profitable right now, one thing that they could do is cut costs, which is something that they could definitely do, but I don't see them doing that at the moment. I still see them just pushing forward and growing as fast as they can. Looking at the numbers though, the last couple of years, they've had a negative of 12% year over year decline in net income. Now, of course, looking at Tesla's profit margin, also called their net margin, it's going to be in the negative because their net income is also in the negative. So as an investor, I like to see a company that buys back their shares by looking at the shares outstanding. But since Tesla is still in the growth phase, they are issuing new shares to their shareholders in order to generate more capital. Debt to equity is also one of those ratios that I like to look at when I analyze a company. How much debt a company has in comparison to its shareholders' equity. I like to see it below 1, of course, but with Tesla, they were able to keep it below 1 at around 2010. But beyond 2010, they've taken on more debt, which is understandable, of course, because they are pushing to grow the company as fast as possible. Now, looking at Tesla's stock chart, here's where things get really interesting also. So let me switch this to year to date. So Tesla was trading at an all-time low this year at around $70, a little over $70, $70.10. And it started out the year at around 86.05, but ever since that dip or decline in March, the Tesla stock has appreciated like gangbusters and currently trading at $695. This year, Tesla has seen an increase of over 800%. And that's even when you think about the 5-to-1 split that Tesla had in August. So usually with a 5-to-1 split, retail investors look at the price of the stock, and if it appears way too high, they shy away from buying that stock. Retail investors like you and myself, of course. So a 5-to-1 split or even a 2-to-1 split makes the price of the stock appear more affordable, even though it's still high at $695. Now, would I buy Tesla? As a value investor, I'm gonna say no, because I do look at the PE ratio, and the PE ratio is 1377, which is extremely high. I like to see my PE ratios below 20. But as a growth investor, this is a stock that you need to have on your watch list. This is a stock that you need to pay attention to. Is this stock overhyped? I do believe that it's overhyped, but like I said, since all eyes are on Tesla, there are investors that will constantly buy and sell this stock. So if you are a growth investor who likes to see stock appreciation, definitely keep an eye on Tesla.